Marvel.
Yo, death dealing. Please don't be a goon, bro. Please.
Bro, Death. Yo, that's a spite debate, bro. Death, you got it, bro.
All right. So, Death,
Bro, slap.
why do you think Marvel beats Kaz?
I know I want you to go first.
I know. I'm just asking you, like, what's your premise? Like, where do you have Marvel at scale to?
I'm asking you, can you go?
I'll go first. Just tell me. So you have to say your
Can you
premise,
go
obviously.
first?
Okay, I think Kaz beats Marvel. That's my premise. Where does Marvel scale to? What's
I
your premise?
think Marvel beats Cash.
Or is that your premise?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I think like Kaz, right? I'll get to scaling first. I'll get Max after. Basically, right? Like there's this hierarchy. Yo, look at the Cox one.
Oh my god, this.
Death.
Yes.
Look at scans and Cox one.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, that proves it's like infinite hierarchy. That proves there's an infinite hierarchy where easily there's a conceptual transcendence in this hierarchy.
Okay.
You agree?
Sorry.
Sure.
All right. Basically, right? Like, so this newly formed hierarchy would essentially occur anywhere in DC where there's no time and space, right? Because as it establishes in the scan, when there's no time and space in DC, this hierarchy would occur. Do you agree?
Sure.
Okay. Basically, right? Sphere of gods is infinite layers in the balance, right? Because as it establishes, there's no like time and space there, as it is beyond time and space, right? It'll put like the first layer outer reversal, and then next layer with high outer, third layer boundless, and then so on for infinity. So it'll be like infinite layers in the boundless. There's really nothing to contend to. You already agreed to the past scaling. So essentially, that would be correct, right? So I'm gonna move on to the comic book limbo now, right? Comic book limbo views them as fiction. All right. So that would just put it like deeper into boundless as it's like viewing an infinite layer, an infinite layered into boundless, an infinite layered into boundless hierarchy, right? Conceptually transcends that, putting it deeper into boundless, right? And wherever comic book limbo is like quantified in its scaling, the first layer in that hierarchy would also occur in comic book limbo, and the first layer in that hierarchy would be like what comic book limbo is scaled to after conceptually transcending the hierarchy, right? Like the sphere of God's hierarchy. So the start of the hierarchy in comic book limbo would be where comic book limbo is scaled to, and then the second layer of conceptually transcending that, third layer of conceptually transcending that for infinity again, right? Going on to the monosphere. Uh, People in the monosphere view the comic book limbo as spatially flat and like as infinitesimal basically, as like Kaz would do. Look, I'll show you. Uh, fun.
Damn, midget. This nigga shy. Oh. My god. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Fuck. Oh.
Yo, what are you breathing in your mic for, bro? Like, what are y'all niggas doing?
For real, bro. That
He's
shit's
in a
so
hurry,
weird.
Yo,
bro.
fuck. Yo, like,
You're
what
like
is
going
happening?
like, bro, shut your ass up. Like, damn.
All right, yeah, right here. You can see Kaz views the
Stupid
comic book
monkey.
limbo as like spatially flat, or like 2D will be like a conceptual transcendence, right? Putting like
Right.
the monosphere as like deeper into boundless, with the new hierarchy occurring there, as I've established before with the other routine, right? Wherever the monosphere is scaled to, the start of the monosphere will be that tier. Next layer conceptually transcends that. For infinity again, right? And Kaz would be like on that level of existence, viewing the comic book limbo himself as 2D. So I'll leave Kaz there for its scaling. Basically going to his hacks. Kaz is the story, right? He is the story of Superman. Like that's what he is. He is the story, basically, right? I can show you like a consistency of proof actually for that as well. Let me see. You want me to show proof or you disagree with that? You there?
Hmm?
Do you want me to show proof he is the story of Superman, or like you still want to agree with it?
Sure.
You agree? You want me to show proof?
Sure. Shall prove.
Okay. Basically, right? Zilo Vala, what happened like in Final Crisis Superman Beyond, right? Zilo Vala met up with Superman and said that she needs Superman to fight up with Mandrak. While Mandrak is fighting Kaz, Zilo Vala then goes on to say that she found like deep within the germ world, right? She went to the germ world to get Superman, right? And she found Superman in the germ world to go into like the body of like the cosmic armor to be the essence of it, right? And she says, deep within the germ world, I found a story created to be indestructible and unstoppable. The story of a child rocketed to Earth from a doomed planet, which is like obviously Superman's story, right? So basically, right, that right there just like proof he is the story of Superman. Like that's what Kaz is. He is the story, right? Moving on to like what this story is, it's like a passive narrative act that allows Kaz to win.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
Hmm?
Yeah. Reasoning behind that is right. It's shown like consistently, like very consistently, that the story of Superman is a story, right? That skin right there as well. Hold on, let me get some more scans. I'll just like substantiate it more when I post the scans actually. Bro. This scan. This scan. Um. Who's this shit there, bro? It's not the full scan, is it? Oh no, it is. It is. All right. All right. First scan is like establishing, right, that the story of Superman was passively affecting, right, the monitor, so like the white page itself so badly that it couldn't even understand the damage of story, right? It even stated that a story has no limits, as it says, with no predicament for the concept story, no understanding of the damaged story, due to an immense awareness without limits or definition, right? Monitor has zero
Mm-hmm.
defensives, right? So it's establishing in that first scan that this story, like the story of Superman, it's like passively affecting this overvoid, right? The over is the white page, the concept of the story itself, right? It's affecting that passively, right? So badly doesn't even understand what the damage, like what damage is, right? It's even stated that it has no limits. Second scan confirmed by Grant Morrison that what Superman's story is, it's like a story about like a good man, and moral man who cannot be defeated, right? Going on to the third scan, it's even shown consistently that even like Mandrak, right? Mandrak is like a person who like manipulates the story itself. He was like manipulating, like they were in a hyper story, right? A self-assembling hyper story. What Mandrak was doing is controlling it for him to win. But since Kaz has the story of Superman and shown consistently like what this story allows him to do, he's able to adapt, right? Adapt and just get passively stronger than Mandrak because he has the story. That's why like he can adapt to anybody because that's what the story allows him to do because the story doesn't allow him to lose. That's why like every single time an opponent maybe gets stronger than Kaz, he will just passively adapt to that and win no matter what. So basically, what this is just a passive narrative axe. It doesn't allow him to lose. I can even show like more consistency. Like what this story does allows him even to like lose when the plot's against him. Like when the story was written for Superman to lose, and he still passively wins because of his narrative hacks. So I just think like Kaz would just beat your character no matter what.
So that's all.
Yeah, I think your character can't win. I don't think you can do everything for him to win.
All right. So you are where Gutter Space is, right?
I don't care. You can't win.
It doesn't matter because Gwen.
No, you literally can't win. Like you can't win. You can't.
Gwenpool has resisted plot manipulation.
No, you can't resist this. You can't resist
No,
this.
yes,
It's impossible.
Can. Yes, you can.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. You can't win.
She can. She has resisted it before.
Yo.
She has said she knows who Superman is before. So
Yeah, look. You ready? Yeah, look. You ready? First scan, it's a verse battles wiki scan. That's not even reliable. That's for what?
Actually, it isn't. Actually,
yo, hold on. Look. No, it's not reliable. Prove that's reliable. Claim that's reliable. I want proof of that, right? Second scan, you don't just live here. You're in the video game toys. You guest star in other titles, fan art, fanfic, fan roleplay Twitter accounts. Someday, one of those fans might get a pro gig, and remember to stick you in. Okay, yeah. I don't give a fuck about that. Right on why? Gwenpool got her ass beat. Okay, look. You ready? Yeah, Gwenpool is consistently shown to lose to beings like Base Hulk and Base Doctor Doom. You know that, right?
Kaz got killed by Mandrak.
No, he didn't.
I can strawman you and say Mandrak's not even hyper.
What'd you say?
You haven't even shown hyperversity.
Yo, what did you just say?
I can say Mandrak's not even hyper.
What, bro?
Because I haven't agreed to nothing.
Yes, you have. You agreed to my whole scaling. You lost. You basically lost.
I said okay. I said
yes,
okay.
if you agreed, and you said sure.
I said I said That does not mean
That's a form of
you know.
Retard. That's
you know
that's,
what means.
Wait, Midget, I'm gonna explain that to him. All right. If you didn't, okay, if he asked you if you had any contentions to it and you didn't have any contentions to it, and you moved on from his scaling, that means inherently you would have agreed to his scaling. And you saying sure and okay and would just further back up that you agreed with it since you moved on from his scaling.
Okay does not mean I agree.
That's a form of but you moved on from his scaling.
Means? You know what?
You moved on from his scaling, which means inherently you would have agreed with it.
You lost. I don't look. Let me give you an analogy. You ready? Look. I'll give you an analogy why you lost. Okay, let's say your character, right, has, I guess, resistance to this, right? You know why? I think like you would still lose. I think my character will passively enforce his narrative onto that setting where you don't have resistance anymore. It'll disable your resistance.
He can't.
No, he can't. He can't because you agree to it. You agree
that he can. Prove that he can.
I already proved why.
Yeah, and then you agreed with it.
You have contentions.
If you didn't agree with it, you would have you could have had a chance, but you agreed. You moved on from his scaling, which inherently means regardless, you would have agreed with it.
Death dealing, concede.
Death dealing. Listen. I gave my character a passive narrative hacks that goes beyond the concept of the story itself and verbatim stated it has no limits, right? And it's unbeatable, right? So it's consistently shown that you can't beat my character. Even if you have a resistance, I'm going to passively enforce his narrative onto the setting where your resistance is gone. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck what you give her. I doubt she has a resistance. Even if she does, I don't give a fuck. She loses. I don't care. You can't win.
So you're not gonna let me speak, or
concede, bozo.
No, Freaksy, be quiet. Hold on, bro. Freaksy, why are you? Look, just be quiet, Freaksy. But look, you really can't win. Like, you really can't. You can go. You know what? hypothetically, right? Let's say she does have a resistance. Hypothetically, right? Why would a resistance allow your character to beat mine?
Why would it allow Cass to be my?
Do you want me like I'm gonna substantiate why even if your character does hypothetically have a resistance, I'm gonna still win, right? You give your contentions to this elaboration, right? What I'm trying to say is I've given my character a passive narrative hacks that is stated verbatim and has no limits, right? It goes and adapts to anybody, no matter what, adapts to anybody who goes above him, right? It's stated it's indestructible and unstoppable. It's stated by the author, it's about a man who cannot be defeated, right? So my character will just passively reinforce his narrative onto the setting where you can't win. It's gonna passively enforce a setting where that resistance is useless. It's gonna change everything up, right? I'm gonna win no matter what. So you can like elaborate why your character would win off these contentions that I gave into you. Why he wouldn't be able to win even with the resistance. You can give your contentions to my contentions, right? On why he would be able to win with resistance.
You know, I mean, ah, since I'm in,
What is it?
since I'm in a bias server,
Bias server.
A bu-
Bro, just concede. You're garbage.
since I'm
Hold
in a
on.
bias server,
You're not in a bias server. Like, you just
Yeah,
suck.
you literally
You're just
agreed to
not
Wait,
everything
good.
he
yo,
just
Dad
How
Dylan,
is
what's
it
your
biased?
argument for resistance to plot maneuver? I want to see
You're
your
just
argument.
simply
Shut
bad.
up, Freezy.
You're
What's your
simply
argument?
Be quiet.
bad.
Wait, hold on. Yo, be quiet. Be quiet. Look, the debate's not even over. Look,
It
as I
is.
was saying, look, death dealing. What's your contentions, right? To my rebuttal to why I would still win, even with you having resistance.
I said concede since I'm in a bias server.
Just tell me your contentions anyway.
I'll concede. I'll give you an unbiased.
Yo, death dealing. You suck.
Prove that I suck. That's prove it.
You
Yeah,
just
because you're
agreed
getting
to the entire
destroyed.
failing and then said you didn't
Spam
agree with it.
Yes,
That's bro. I like. How does he